The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro, bringing you the biggest headlines from around the world. Several storms lashed out at some American states in the past couple of days. In Massachusetts, cars were submerged in water, while buildings were damaged after the storm's downpour. Local reports stated that about 20 centimeters of rain fell in regions of the state. Meanwhile, in East Tennessee, the storm felled trees and power lines. Authorities said restoring power to the area could take days. And in Pennsylvania, a hurricane toppled trees and damaged property. Some residents even claim that a tornado ripped through their town, which the U.S. National Weather Service denied. Flights at airports in New York, Washington, Philadelphia, Atlanta, and Baltimore were also grounded because of thunderstorms. A wildfire in southern Portugal prompted the evacuation of some 1,400 people as it torched thousands of hectares of land on Tuesday. Over 800 firefighters scrambled to put out the blaze as high temperatures and strong winds worked against them. Southern European countries like Portugal have been grappling with record-breaking temperatures during their summer season. Scientists also said heat waves are becoming more frequent, intense, and spread out across seasons due to climate change. Authorities have declared over 120 municipalities across Portugal at maximum risk of wildfires. The Amazon rainforest 8 countries held a summit in Brazil for the first time in 14 years, with plans to reach a broad agreement on an array of issues. The summit of the Amazon Cooperation Treaty Organization could agree to a regional pact to stop deforestation by 2030. The organization will also discuss ending illegal gold mining and cooperate on cross-border policing of environmental violations. Leaders are expected to announce the final agreement known as the Belém Declaration. Outside the summit, indigenous people took to the streets to demand the protection of their land. Protesters condemn what they called extractivist projects in the Amazon.
Because if there's no consent, we are not going to authorize public policies in every government to carry out extravist, mining, or oil projects in the forest, in nature. We, indigenous peoples, say no to that. We, the indigenous peoples, say yes to life because the Amazon is where everything is.
We are here marching and saying that we do not accept mining in our territory. We do not want oil exploitation in the Amazon. That this has already impacted the lives of our families in our territories.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now World. I'm Diego Castro. Former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan has been barred from politics for 5 years. The Election Commission of Pakistan said Khan was disqualified in line with his conviction over graft charges. Khan, who has denied any wrongdoing, was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment and was taken to a prison near Islamabad. The former Prime Minister allegedly sold state gifts he and his family acquired during his tenure from 2018 to 2022. Ukraine is set to receive dozens of second-hand Leopard 1 tanks that once belonged to Belgium. Freddy Versluis, CEO of OIP Land Systems, bought the German-made tanks from Belgium more than 5 years ago. He said he had now sold all 50 tanks to another European government, which he could not name due to a confidentiality clause. German media reported that arms maker Rheinmetall had acquired the tanks and would prepare most of them for export to Ukraine. The Leopard 1 tanks are lighter than the Leopard 2 and has a different type of a main gun. Canadian rapper Tory Lanez has been sentenced to 10 years in prison over the shooting of fellow artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument in 2020. The sentence comes more than 7 months after he was convicted of the crime. Last December, a jury found Lanez guilty of carrying a loaded and unregistered firearm in a vehicle. The rapper was also found guilty of assault with a semi-automatic handgun and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. Megan Thee Stallion needed surgery and spent 4 days in the hospital before physical therapy allowed her to walk again. And those are the top world headlines of the hour. Join us again at 9:45 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.